Okay, so Donald Trump intends to impose huge tariffs on goods imported from China into the US. Will this be a good thing for America or bad? Let's see what the numbers tell us. When we look at the trade figures between the US and China for this year, we can see that exports to China have been decreasing slowly, but imports from China have been increasing. This has led to an increase in the trade deficit. Now, Trump wants to do something about that. So what products does the US actually export to China? Well, oilseeds like canola make up a large part of the exports. However, China's worked out, using a new variety of canola, how to grow it in the rice paddies in winter when there's no rice. This is increasing their production and reducing the amount that they need to import from the US. Soybeans are another product that America exports to China in large quantities. However, Brazil has increased its production and export of soybeans rapidly in the last decade, and guess where they're going? They're exporting to China, effectively undercutting US exports. So this may mean that China doesn't need the US for soybeans anymore anyway. And then we have oil. Now, the US has traditionally exported a lot of oil to China, and demand in China has increased and increased. However, in the last couple of years, it suddenly stopped growing and it started falling. Why on earth would that be? Well, when we have a look at the data, we find that China is electrifying rapidly, and the number of electric vehicles on the road is growing exponentially to the point where in the last couple of years we've passed 50% of new vehicles being electric. That is going to plummet demand of oil in China, and the US is where it's coming from. So even without tariffs being imposed, the US exports to China are facing some very stormy weather. So, what do the experts say about all this? Well, it's pretty much impossible to find an economist or anybody who really understands international trade who thinks that tariffs are a good idea. They pretty much all say the same thing. Nobody wins a trade war. China will not win. America will not win. They will both lose. However, there's a very good argument that America's going to lose more. Okay, so Trump's had a go at this before. What happened last time? Well, Oxford Economics has done some analysis on what happened last time. And we can see that GDP in America fell. The trade deficit overall didn't actually change because they had to buy the stuff from somewhere else anyway. And prices went up. Now, Trump wants to do a lot more this time, so we can expect those things to be more pronounced than they were last time. In the next video, we're going to have a look at what America actually imports from China. What the things are that are going to have a 60% tariff on them that's going to increase their price substantially, and how that is going to affect the economy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you for the next installment.